Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat, and in today's video we are going to get the Miss Elizabeth rewards. We're very close to hitting this, but we won't be getting the Fortified 1 Elixir Bliss today. We will be talking about the next event and also what is coming up in the future for WWE Supercard. And we're also going to talk about the removal of a potential WWE wrestler. So plenty to find out today in the Grand Cat News. So first and foremost, let's talk about the next event, which is the PCC. Here it is, the People's Champion Challenge. And it's Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes. And I think this is a rare L from WWE Supercard. Honestly, I think Andrade and Carmelo Hayes' stock at this point is the lowest they have ever been in their entire career. I think Andrade was a lot hotter in AEW. I think Andrade was maybe even hotter before he left WWE for AEW. I think since Andrade's came back, he hasn't really done anything other than win the Speed Championship. And his storyline has been mid at absolute best. He is a really good wrestler. He was fantastic down in NXT as champion. He was the one that beat Drew McIntyre for the NXT Championship, remember? And I just don't think he's done anything noteworthy in the past year. Carmelo Hayes, him, H-I-M, he was a megastar in NXT, and he has done almost nothing since he's went up to main roster. He's lost to Andrade twice, and then got one victory against him on last week's Raw, I believe, and he lost to LA Knight. And he lost to LA Knight in multiple promos as well. And what else has Carmelo Hayes done? It's the exact opposite of nothing but net. It's more like nothing but miss. So for big old Carmelo Hayes. So it's a real shame. Also, both of these are up arrows. So there's no point in deciding whether you need a left, right, or a down arrow. Like, they're both male, they're both up arrows. And, yeah, I'm honestly not that impressed with them. In fact, actually, if we just look at their finishers here, this is toughness and speed, this one is power and speed. So the difference really is between power and toughness. They both have speed as their main attribute. So, I don't know. I also don't think their images are anything to shout about either. I wouldn't say that, I absolutely need this image of Carmelo Hayes. I wouldn't say I absolutely need this image of Andrade. It's just whatever one you prefer. Also, let's talk about what is coming up for WWE Supercard. Once we log back in, of course. If we look at the calendar, we will see that the daily login bonus, it says here that there is a new... Hang on. I'm sure I saw it before. Yes, I think it's this one here. Yeah, a new update comes to WWE Supercard today, including a new special event. It seems that we're getting a new tier very quickly. So this weekend we have the PCC event, which is, of course, Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes. Then you see that next weekend there is a Flash event that's Road to Glory and Women's War Games. And then the following Wednesday is when we're going to get, apparently, a brand new tier. And we're going to start it off with Giants Unleashed. So, if there's a new tier happening this soon, first of all, it means that over here in the Superstore, in 1 day and 20 hours, Gunther and Nia Jax's going to swap over to Bastion Berlin PLE cards, and there's no reason to go for them because they will be immediately outdated by the new tier. There's also not an awful lot of reason to go for this PCC event, the Andrade or the Carmelo Hayes, because again, it's going to be immediately outdated by the new tier. And also the Flash event. The Flash event is good because it's a nice quick way to get a double Heroic Pro, and again, it will help briefly into the next tier, but it won't do a tremendous amount. So let's see here. Let's go into... Let's just look at this and Enigma. So, as you can see here, all my cards thus far are all SummerSlam 24, and you have to go back to the Enigma Akuma and the Enigma Undertaker, and even they are weaker than the Pro Rock, who is, I think, my weakest SummerSlam 24 Pro. Then, of course, your fortified one Tamatonga, the LE Macho Kings, yes, the Macho Man Randy Savage Kings, Double Heroic Sheamus, Tamatonga, Randy Orton, and so on and so forth. They are all weaker. There's a pro female JC Jane who is just a little bit weaker than these male heroics, but again, it doesn't matter because the next strongest female is Chung-Li. That's Enigma, unfortunately, which even the Elektra Lopez is still better than, and Elektra Lopez doesn't even have all of her variants. So basically, the previous tier just gets immediately knocked back by an upcoming tier, which is a real shame, to say the least. So my advice is play PCC, but don't put a lot of money, don't put a lot of effort into it, because remember that the cards that you get aren't going to be significantly amazing 2 weeks from now, because even Pro, whatever the new tier is probably going to be stronger than it. Unless, of course, you get in the top 100, the top 10 or whatever. Those cards will still be strong. But even then, I would recommend only go for it if you really like Carmelo Hayes or Andrade. Then, of course, we've got the Flash event. Of course, go for the Flash event because it's nice and easy to do. It's nice and fast. The Flash events are some of my favourite events in this entire game. So, absolutely go for those. But it seems very early to get a new tier. So, that surprises me. Okay, what else do we have to do? Let's go ahead and claim our quest, because that is the main thing that we're going to do. So for resetting the draft board, we get the Royal Rumble 24 CM Punk. For acquiring tickets, you get a Finn Balor. I think you had a chance at pulling a CM Punk there. We didn't get it. Of course, you get your 35 SummerSlam 88 tickets, which we will be using very, very soon. Winning a match with CM Punk card gets me a Sami Zayn and a Liv Morgan. I think that was another chance to get CM Punk, which we didn't get again. 25 more tickets. And then, of course, we get the brand new... There she is. It is the Miss Elizabeth Manager, SummerSlam 24. There you see Andre the Giant and Ted DiBiase in the background. Those, of course, are the Mega Bucks. That is their tag team name. There's a brand new image for Miss Elizabeth as well. Oh yeah, Miss Elizabeth, she's the manager. She's going to give 109 power and 109 speed to your entire deck. Oh yeah. So we're going to 100% lock that down. Hopefully that becomes quite strong once we get her up to her level 100. Because speed is one of the things I am sorely lacking in with this. Let's take a look here. So, it seems that MVP is now gone, which is... I don't know if you can still pull him or not, but I only just managed to pull a SummerSlam 24 MVP. You can see there that the single gives 686 power to deck, which is significantly more than my 555 with my fortified 3 WrestleMania 40. Didn't pull any Enigma. But our manager Paul Heyman, the pro, that's the Battle Pass one, still gives 524 to power, so this MVP is significantly stronger. So, is MVP going to stick around? Is WWE Supercard going to drop him because he's no longer with WWE? I don't know. But someone who isn't with WWE anymore, and I don't know what is going on, so I'm not going to speculate on it, is Odyssey Jones has been dropped from WWE Supercard in a rather surprising manner. He wasn't on WWE Raw, he wasn't spoken about, he wasn't mentioned, and he was right in the middle of a big storyline with the New Day. So I have seen speculation and rumours, and I do not spread misinformation and rumours. So of course you can check that information out yourself by searching online. But it seems that WWE are finished with Odyssey Jones for one reason or another. And it seems that this is probably the last Odyssey Jones that you're going to see in WWE Supercard. And if any of the speculation is true, then it's for the best, if I'm honest. I quite liked Odyssey Jones. I like the big guys in WWE. I like Bronson Reed. Big Bronson Reed is absolutely fantastic. He is doing some of the best work of his time. I really like Nia Jax. I don't think there's any secret in there that Nia Jax is one of my favourite females in the WWE at the moment. And I think it's well, if any of the rumours are to be believed about Odyssey Jones, I think he's entirely let himself down. He went 2 years of being on Raw without doing anything. Suddenly gets a big storyline, completely drops the ball. The stupidest thing I've ever heard. But yeah, real shame, because I thought he was doing good, and if anything is to be believed, I personally would not like to see him on my screen again. So, we're not going to go any further into it than that, but it's the last time you'll be seeing Odyssey Jones, I believe, in WWE Supercard. Let's see. Let's go over here. We're going to go into our collectibles, and we now have more than 100. We've got 127, so we are going to get ourselves a Fortified 1 Charles Montgomery Punk. It's Chicago-made Punk. It is, of course, the Chick Magnet Punk himself. Chick Magnet is what it actually stands for. I know there's a lot of speculation and things as to what the CM Punk stands for. He did say in court it does stand for Chick Magnet Punk, so that is 100%. So there we go. There's a Fortified 1 CM Punk, and that. Well, let's see. Can we get him up a little bit? Let's go ahead and see if we can do this on camera right here. How much does that do? Nowhere near enough. Let's try that. A little bit closer. And complete. That's what we wanted to see. And our Fortified 1 CM Punk has just passed our Fortified 2 M Bison, which just goes to show that the SE CM Punk is certainly worth grabbing. It's certainly worth doing all of those quests. You still have a little bit of time to do it. You've got 2 days and 19 hours at the point of recording. Probably have a little bit less time than that by the time this video goes up. And this Battle Pass quest we will be doing tomorrow. You can see it's only 53 minutes until the quests reset. Once we get these 75 tickets, we'll be getting our Fortified 1 Alexa Bliss and seeing what that looks like as well. So let me know in the comment section below, are you going to go after Andrade? Are you going to go after Carmelo Hayes? Or are you going to give PCC a miss? Are you going to be doing the Flash event over here, the Road to Glory and the Women's War Games? Because it's Women's War Games, makes me think that it's probably going to be a female. I'm not sure which female it is. If I were to gamble, I would maybe say... maybe Shayna Baszler? Maybe something like that, someone we haven't had for a while. I feel like because there's a Liv Morgan SE card, it's probably not going to be Liv Morgan. It could be a return Rhea Ripley, because Rhea Ripley has returned, and I don't think we've got a SummerSlam 24 Rhea Ripley, so maybe that could be a Rhea Ripley event card. Or maybe they could give the rub to one of the other ones. Maybe Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane is pretty good at the moment. Io Sky. I'm sure Future Royalty would very much like an Io Sky. Maybe Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville's actually doing quite a bit nowadays. More so than she has for a little while with her Pure Fusion Collective. But, yeah, we'll need to see. Could be Bianca Belair, could be Jade Cargill. But because those two are a tag team, I feel like it's unlikely, although I did mention there are quite a few people that are in tag teams there, but I think they generally tend to go for solo competitors rather than tag competitors. Because if you think about it, if you've got the Hardys, like Matt and Jeff Hardy, it's a bit weird to have a Matt Hardy event and for Jeff Hardy to not be in there. So, don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Who do you suspect is going to be the final event card for SummerSlam tier? It's going to be Road to Glory, and then it's going to be Women's War Games. So it probably will be a female, is what I suspect. And also there'll be a new daily streak coming up as well. And the next Battle Pass is going to be Dirty Dominic Mysterio, which is going to be interesting to see what that looks like. And then, of course, Giants Unleashed and Ring Domination is going to be our first event card of whatever the new tier is. And of course, with a new tier, it also means there will be a new campaign for us to try and battle our way through, which means there will be a new LE card for us to try and win as well. So all that to look forward to. I feel like SummerSlam tier was pretty rushed, so I'm not sure what the new tier is going to be. I suspect it's going to be something like Tundra or Cataclysm or one of these things, one of the things that aren't actually linked to a pay-per-view or such. And I think the next pay-per-view one we're probably going to get is most likely going to be Survivor Series, if they do a Survivor Series tier. And other than that, next big tier after that would be Royal Rumble, and then of course WrestleMania. And WrestleMania tier tends to happen right before we get a new season, which is when we get 3 new tiers all at once. That's how that works. So, lots of exciting things there. Also, this is a very, very cool thing, and speculate on it how you will, but on Super Battle Board number 4, let's just quickly take a look here. Oh, also, we hit 900 followers. Thank you, all the Grand Cat Grand Fleet followers out there who have decided to take the time to find me on WWE Supercard and to actually give me a follow. That's very, very cool of you. So I want to shout out and thank all of you guys for that. So in avatars, you see here, there's a whole bunch of things. There's a wolf, there's a unicorn, there's the Rock, Bring It, there's some sushi, there's a sledgehammer, there's a panda, there's mantis, there's gorilla, so on and so forth. There are multiple things out there. Dolphin, diamond, bulldog, basketball, and so on and so forth. But one thing that we have been missing is anything from the feline variety, any kitty cats out there. And from Super Battle Board 4, you can see here, right over here, in this one, there is a brand new avatar, and it is a cat, and I think it is not coincidental. It is a big, orange, ginger-haired, Maine Coon-esque cat, and I think WWE Supercard has maybe acknowledged that the Grand Cat Grand Fleet exists, and I think this is your way of showing your love for the big old Grand Cat by having this as your avatar. So if you do have it unlocked, and it's not easy to unlock, it's very difficult actually, because you have to complete Super Battle Board 4, which was only available in SummerSlam tier. It has to be you and your entire team have to work towards it. That means going through all these, starting the King of the Rings, starting your Fusion, go undefeated in Wild, go undefeated in PvP games. Those are the 4 that we have to do, and of course once you complete those, more things start showing up. And you have to complete this entire line over here to get this one. Of course, if you complete all of them, you get this very cool little icon and such. So the backplate and things. But that is how you can get yourself the most unofficial official Grand Cat Grand Fleet avatar for your WWE Supercard. I think they might have also taken it because I made the April Fool's joke where you could unlock the Grand Cat avatar image as well. But I did also admit in that video that it was fake and showed that it was just a bit of manipulation, a little bit of fun. But it seems that they have finally listened to us and there is a cat image. There's a big old ginger cat, and once I unlock it, that will certainly be my avatar for a good little while. But that's going to be it for this little video, folks. I really hope you've all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.